Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Zach with Savage Traveling, coming to you from Don Noi, Thailand. It's a little village about 25 minutes south of Central Khon Kaen. I moved here with my girlfriend. I've been here 3 nights and it's been great so far. It's definitely cheaper than trying to hang out in Pattaya, and definitely a little more laid back as well. Getting to meet her grandmother and mother, and you know, getting the odd stares in the village, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm the one and only white guy here right now. Now when we were in Khon Kaen, there's definitely expat foreign population. We stopped at a barbecue joint the first night right out here on the highway, only about what, 3 kilometers, you know, outside the village here. And there was a British guy there, and he talked to me for a moment, and he's like, "Are you English?" I'm like, no. And you know, he had just got there that evening as well, so that was kind of interesting. But I'm just out here exploring today, and you know, catching you guys up to date on what is going on in my world, because it has changed. We're only here for about 2.5 more weeks, and then we're going to Pattaya for a wedding party. Actually, a girl from the village here, she married a Belgian man, moved to Belgium a year or 2 back, and they're coming back to, they'll be here next week, 2 weeks, and then we're going down to Pattaya with them. Well, we're probably going separately, but we're going to go to Pattaya for their wedding party, because she's bringing her family from the village down for the wedding party, and well, we're going to join them. And then we're going to be there for 4 or 5 nights. 4 nights, 5 nights, I don't know. And then we might do something else. There's some buffalo races in Chonburi that look interesting that we might do. It all depends. And then we'll probably be back here just taking it easy, because that's about all you can do around here, especially for me. Let's see. Kai, we live with her grandmother and her mother. The grandmother is 82 years old, and she's not in the best health. She doesn't do much. I mean, she makes her little food and basically just lays around all day because it's hot, and you know, she just doesn't have the energy to do it anymore. But her mom has some health problems as well, and we're just hanging out, really. It's cheap. I definitely spend less than Pattaya for sure. Also, I don't have to pay a nightly, you know, sum to live here like in Pattaya. You know, you're paying you're paying no less than 500 baht now, and then you probably don't even want those rooms, because they're the lowest of the low. It's hard to get a $10 a night room in Pattaya these days, and if you do, you don't really want to stay there, at least the last time in my experience. So, you know, and eating here's cheap. There's a market. Well, we can't see it from here. It's down there, and they're open from 11 or 12 in the afternoon to 6 or 7 at night. And I'm making a scene of myself here to these children. It's like, oh, white boy. And you see we got a little dam here, a bunch of kids. But overall, I've only been here 3 days, and it's been a great experience. And I about fell in front of these kids, and I'm making a mess, and they're laughing. Swadee Cup. Let me get through this. I'm making a mess. Wow. The trick is to make them laugh, then they're your friends. Like, okay, we're out of this mess. All right, we'll go up here to these buffaloes. Or these cows, they're not really buffalo, are they? But it is a rule poor village, I'm not gonna lie. Kai's family's poor, it's what it is. You know, I met her 5 years ago when she was visiting her friend Noi, because Noi worked the hostel I used to frequent on Koh Samui. She had some unfortunate events happen in her life. Her boss slash more died, and she had to come home. She stopped making money doing what she was doing, and so she flew to be with her friend Noi in Koh Samui, and that's when I met her. And then, you know, here 5 years later, we finally catch back up in person after, you know, flirting, talking on Facebook every, you know, so often or whatever. And then, you know, it just worked out. And I, you know, I went home back in June, I would say, you know, got my house ready to rent. And, you know, that took me 3-4 months. And now I'm back, and I've been back in Thailand, 15, 16 days now. I don't know. I think it's probably 14, 15 days. It's over 2 weeks, but everything's going great. She's having lunch with the neighbors. I had my chocolate chip banana muffins and some milk and some Pringles for breakfast, because you know, I could eat fried rice every day. She would make that for me for breakfast but you know, I had that yesterday. I can only do so much fried rice, so like I think we're having Tom Yum Goong later, and that'll be amazing. And you know, I'll be all right. It's just so beautiful here, guys. It's hard to it's beautiful. I mean, it's laid back. Now, granted, I do get a lot of looks in the village, but you know, it's what it is. I'm not the first white guy to show up here, and I won't be the last, you know what I mean? So it's not a big deal to me. I just try not to stare back and make it too uncomfortable, because I don't mind, you know, I don't mind staring back, but I don't want to, you know, I just want to be friendly and nice, and just maybe I should smile back at them, but they're not smiling at me, you know. It's the, you know, the men, the women, you get a funny look. Dog, don't fuck with me. All right. This one might. Hush. Shut up. You know, it's one of those things. What'd I say? Don Noi? There's another village close by. It's called Don something else. That's what pops up on my phone when I get a little weather alert. But that little village is Don Noi. And, you know, 2 seconds, you know, 3-minute walk, and you're out here in the, you know, you're in the farmland or the rice paddy, or where they're grazing their cows and such. Up by the market, they graze buffalo occasionally, I've noticed. And it's just, like I said, it's a rural farm, and it's a very poor community. A lot of, you know, old people just hanging out with, you know, some kind of health problems, you can tell. You know, it's just a part of life here. You get old, and then you crumble away. I mean, that's with everybody, isn't it? I guess. But, you know, I'm having a good time. She's really happy to have me. It seems like Grandma's really happy to have me here. Mom is warming up to me. She's a little cagey, but I think she's just not used to, you know, Falong, and that's okay. I don't, you know, I understand. I might feel the same way at my home if my son or daughter brought somebody in from a foreign country, and you just don't know anything about them or where they're from, or you just, you know, these are isolated communities out here. Some of these people never went too far from the village, you know what I mean? So it could be all real scary when you see big white ghosts like me walk through. I don't know. But it's good to get out and get a walk, guys. We'll explore more of the village in later videos, but I just wanted to come out and talk about where we're at this point in the journey. We took a motorbike ride into Khon Kaen the other night to look for a green shop, and it's quite more affordable here than it is in Pattaya, I'll tell you that much. So that's a positive. And look, at these guys are tethered. I don't think they're aggressive. These aren't the buffaloes. These are like, what, Brahma bulls maybe? I don't know if that's the correct term for them or not. Future plans, oh, I told you future plans. We're gonna be here for 2 weeks more, a little more than that. Head back to Pattaya, maybe go to Chonburi. And then I assume just come back here, because I don't have to extend my visa till November the something. Not quite the end of the month, but somewhere in between the mid and the end of the month. And then there's some guys in the water out here. I don't want to be too intrusive, but and then I don't have to leave the country till mid-December, which is awesome. And then we're talking about going to Vietnam. We'll see how money does, you know what I mean? I got savings. I have, a little bit coming in every month to stay here, just enough to stay here. But with savings, we might be able to swing a Vietnam trip. She's never been over there, and she likes to ride, and she don't mind me driving her around. So that sounds like the plan so far. Swadee Cup. It's real friendly. He smiled at me, so that's a good thing. He's standing in 4 feet of water out there doing some kind of fishing or spelunking, I can't say for sure. But like I said, you can just walk out here for a long ways, stay on the path, you'd be all right, you know what I mean? The only thing I'd be worried about is dogs, but most of them are friendly, or it's so hot out there, not going to be aggressive. Today it's beautiful, it's not too hot, we got cloud cover, and it was just a good day to get out and do a catch-up video, because I've been putting up the videos from Koh Chang the last couple days, and then whatever we did before that, Pattaya. And it's time to do some village life videos. As you can tell, it's slow going, but it's beautiful. Like I said, the people have been great. Her family have been awesome to me. Like her cousin, I guess it would be, she's let me use her internet. They just live right down the street. I go down there and put my laptop in there and just hit upload, and then I walk away, come back later. But it's like 5G, super fast internet, so I can do it in an hour or two. And I think they only pay like 400 baht a month, so maybe when we get back from Pat's, I will maybe get one of those set up so I can not have to go down and bug them to upload my video. But they don't care. They just happy somebody's using the Wi-Fi, because they work all day, 12-hour days. I don't know if it's the Leo Singha factory, because Leo is produced in Singha. I assume Singha as well, but because the same company, Leo is Singha. But it's just right out here on the highway, and a lot of her family work for the company, and it's 12-hour long days, like 5-6 days a week. So like I said, they don't mind if I'm using their internet. And like I said, it's been faster than anything I found in Pattaya this trip, or anywhere in Thailand for a long time. I used to come to Thailand and I thought the internet was the fastest. It used to be. I don't know what happened in the hotels, but at least the hotels I stay in, Cheap Charlie style, it just doesn't work like it used to. Yeah, it's just beautiful, and it goes on forever. Like, I believe Khon Kaen is this way, somewhere out there. Central Khon Kaen, like 20-25 minutes by motorbike, just putting along through the rice paddy and stuff. It's quite brilliant, quite beautiful, and cheap living. I might spend $10 a day on food, and that's for all of us. So I don't mind that. She knows Kyle knows I only have so much money a month. Understand if we use it all, either I gotta go, or we just gonna have to put up with it and find money another way. It's whatever. It doesn't matter, it's I know some people will be, I'm not even gonna get into what some people might think of the situation, because it's what it is. It's what matters to me. It's immensely cheaper than living in the United States. I don't know what our future is, but it's looking good right now, and who knows, I could stay here for a long time probably, once I'd get the visa sorted or whatever, but I don't have to do that. At least till the spring. We don't have to make any crazy big decisions until after the new year, you know, because we can always, she's visa free to Vietnam, I'm pretty sure. Cambodia, like we can, if I need to get out of here for a couple months, it's no issue, because we go to Vietnam and live just as cheap as we are like right here, actually, because it's a lot cheaper in Vietnam than it is in Thailand these days, just even for tourists, you know. Probably even more for somebody living like a local. Well, I'm not really sure where this was going. I just wanted to give an update and show you guys where I'm at, because it is amazing. Like, it's beautiful. I know it wouldn't be for everybody. No, a lot of people wouldn't leave the United States to come to a poor village in Thailand, but I would do it again. I hope to do it for a while. You know, we'll see where the road takes me and us, because I mean, I'm not getting any younger. I don't necessarily want to visit every country in the world. Yeah, I want to visit countries and do fun things, but my goal isn't to, you know, see everything. I just want to be comfortable and happy. We're not gonna go any farther. Got a family up there. I don't know if you can hear them. I'm pretty far out here anyway, so we'll start heading back. But yeah, I just want to chill, you know. I'm 39 years old, and you know, I dealt with my dad's sickness for many years, alone basically, and I don't want to be alone right now, and I'm not. And I got a little family around me that generally seem to care, you know. Now I know it's whatever, it's all, you know, situational. They just want Kai happy, as do I, you know, so whatever that takes, right? And you know, so far so good. Granted, I've only been here 3 days, but me and her have been actively in a relationship since first week of May. And granted, I was gone for 3 months, but we talked every day, or videoed every day, multiple times, because I was just sitting around the house, either painting or, you know, doing odd jobs around the house, so I could be available whenever she was, especially with the time change, you know, the 12-hour difference. It wasn't hard for us to stay in contact, because we could catch each other in the morning and the night, vice versa, both, you know, and it worked out, and it's still working, and I'm happy where I'm at. She seems to be happy to be home. She still smiles at me every morning when we wake up, so you know, you can't go too wrong there, right? Well guys, I think I'm going to end this one. Running out of things to say. I don't want to get too personal right now. Just want to soak up this beautiful weather and the fresh air of the Isan countryside. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're watching this and you're a Bangkok or a Pattaya expat and you're scared to come out here, well, you shouldn't be. It's great. It's cheap. It depends on your situation. I know a lot of guys get brought out here and get took, or the family just, you know, give, and that's not this situation. You know what I mean? It's I see that they're grateful that their granddaughter and daughter are happy, and we're gonna run it as long as we can. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, guys, this has been Zach with Savage Traveling out here in Don Noi, Isan, about 25 minutes south of Khon Kaen, and I'll catch you in the next one. More Thai village life videos in the future. Peace, guys.